Hello everyone, my name is Vania Moore. I created this YouTube channel about 3 years ago. I am Brazilian, so that's where I get this accent from, okay? And I apologize beforehand if I make any mistakes in my speech here, okay? I'm sorry. English is my second language. Portuguese is my first language. The reason why I created this YouTube channel about 3 years ago, like I said, it's because I dedicated 35 years of my life to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I served the mission. I was married in the temple. I never went inactive. I dedicated my whole entire life to the church, and I moved to the States about 9 years ago, more specifically to Utah. And I had access to some books that we do not have access in Brazil. Like this one here by Fen Brody, No Man Knows My History. It's a biography about Joe Smith. This one as well, Joe Smith, Rough Stone Rolling by Richard Bushman. He's active in the church still to this day, okay? By the way. I had access to this book as well by Graham Palmer, An Insider's View of Mormon Origins. Well, or what I learned from these books, and also American Crucifixion by Alex Beam, what I learned from these historians is that the church is not what I thought it was. The church is not what we are taught it is in Brazil. I had no idea about the Book of Mormon and the DNA of the Book of Mormon. I had no idea about the different versions of the first vision. I had no idea about who Joe Smith really was and what he really did. Well, when I found out the truth about the church, I could not stay in it. I could not be a member anymore because I felt betrayed. I felt deceived. I felt lied to. So I created this YouTube channel to talk to my Brazilian friends about the church, about what it really is. I'm not here to attack anybody or anything. To the contrary, I'd like to help the church to do a little better and be more honest and come out clear about its true history. And sit down with us and talk about hard issues. Why not, right? And I decided to give my Brazilian friends a chance to ask some questions to the president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We very well know that the current president is President Russell M. Nelson. The reason why I'm not going to speak directly to him, it's because we don't know how long this video is going to be available on the internet, so who knows? So I'm just going to talk to the president, because maybe President Nelson won't even listen or care about it, but maybe the next president will. Who knows? Or not the next, but the following. The reason why I say I'm not sure if he's going to care about it, it's because I participated in one of the marches organized by Sam Young, that former bishop, where we're just trying to help and make the church a safer place for kids. And Sam Young proposed that bishops stopped the practice of interviewing kids behind closed doors and ask them sexual questions. That's pretty serious stuff. Nobody came down and talked to us in front of the church building. Nobody did, as far as I'm aware of. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but I don't think so. So anyway, I have a few questions here, and the first one is from Vera Peniche. She's from São Paulo, capital. She's 56 years old, and she spent 47 years of his life as a member of the church. Now she's an ex-Mormon. Her question to the president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is the following. Why didn't you, President Nelson, serve a mission? She knows President Nelson didn't serve a mission. She's wondering why he did not. Question number two comes from Isabela Brandão. She's from Salvador. Bahia is the state. Salvador is the city. She's 46 years old, and she was a member of the church for 25 years of her life. This is her question. Why hasn't the church come clear about who Joseph Smith really was and things that he did? President of the church, you are losing Brazilian members over these questions. So that's why I think it would be interesting for you to hear them. Question number 3 comes from Danubia Poli. She's from a city called Itupeva, São Paulo State. She is 38 years old, and she was a member of the church for 27 years, okay? Her question is the following. I wonder if the 15, which is the first presidency and the quorum of the 12 apostles, if they live the law of consecration the way it's taught for us in the church. Okay? Question number 4 comes from Jorge Braga Filho. He's from a city called Sorocaba, São Paulo State. He is 60 years old. And let's see. Well, he doesn't tell us here, I don't think, how long he's been in the church. I'm sorry. Anyways, his question is this one. Is the following. Considering so many people struggling in Africa, how many hospitals and schools did the church build there before building a temple? Valid questions. They don't mean to attack anybody or anyone. They're just curious to know better the church they dedicated their lives to. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Question number 5 comes from Paulo Gonçalves. He is 40 years old, and he was a member of the church for 35 years of his life. He lives in a town called Mogi Guaçu, São Paulo State. His question is the following. Will it ever be revealed a good purpose for the polygamy and polyandry practiced by Joseph Smith, which included 14-year-old girls and women married to living men? It's a very, very, very good question. I'd be very curious to hear an answer to this one, because that's just mind-blowing to me. Okay. Let's see. Question number 6 comes from Adriana Cardoso Alves. She's from a city called Nova Santa Rita, Rio Grande do Sul State. That's the state I was born, by the way. Cool. She is 45 years old, and she spent 33 years as a member of the church. And she is wondering, why are there Masonic symbols in the temple, considering that this is the only true church and it was reorganized? The true church of Jesus Christ reorganized on the face of the earth. So why do they have the Masonic symbols in the temple? Very good question, right? I think so too. Question number 7 comes from André Ventura. He lives in São Paulo. São Paulo capital, which is the city São Paulo and the state called São Paulo too. He doesn't tell us his age, his age or how long he was a member of the church, but I know he's a former missionary, okay? His question is the following. According to Elder Oaks, the saints should not research and learn the history of the church in other sources rather than those approved by the LDS church. Why is that? Very good question, Andre. I like that. Question number 7. Oh, I'm sorry. Question number, I think it's 8. I'm sorry. I'm a little lost on the numbers, but it doesn't matter much. This question comes from Nicolas Melo. He's from a city called Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais state. He was a member of the church for 15 years of his life. His question is the following. Once the church claims to be the only true church which has the priesthood, prophets, and apostles, why haven't we seen miracles by the hands of those men according to Matthew 10, verse 8? Okay. Thank you so much, Brazilian fellows, for your questions. These questions, without those answers, it's really hard to stay in the church and just have faith that one day we'll understand everything. Because that's not how it works when a person leaves the church, right? When we leave the church, we are called apostates, weak people. We're now condemned to the outer darkness. Nobody says to our family members, it's okay, brother, it's okay, sister. Just leave it all in the hands of God. Don't worry about it. Just keep on loving and having a good relationship with your family member. You know why? I know that by my own experience. My own husband, he's a faithful LDS. When I left the church, the bishop called him into his office and told my husband that he wouldn't be with me in the next life. He would be given another wife because I broke the covenants we did in the temple. Dear President of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, one of the most important things you need to change immediately is the way you treat us ex-Mormons and the way you treat our LGBTQ friends. That needs to change unless you don't care about having so many resignations, because the truth has been spread thanks to technology. If any of you from the church headquarters here one day, anytime, would like to talk to me, it would be a pleasure, even though I don't hold any expectations of that happening ever. Trust me, I don't. But if you'd like to talk, I'd be happy to, as long as we can record a conversation and I can share it with my Brazilian friends. Let's just come clear. Let's just be friends, Mormons, ex-Mormons. Let's talk about hard issues. They don't hurt, they are healthy. And they're going to keep your members strong, happy. And we're going to put an end to this enmity between Mormons and ex-Mormons. Okay? Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.